Tidbits from TNT, Saturday the 2nd of November 2024. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. TNT. Tishwash. Vietnam seeks closer ties with Gulf states beyond energy sector. Vietnam is expanding its ties with the Gulf Cooperation Council beyond the energy sector, with several agreements signed during a visit to the region by a senior Hanoi government official this week. Vietnam's Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh ends his tour of the Gulf on Friday with a visit to Qatar after starting in the UAE and later attending the Future Investment Initiative in Saudi Arabia. Vietnam's efforts seem to be in line with Gulf desires to strengthen their presence in Asia, particularly in the energy sector to exploit growing demand there, as evidenced by the signing of a memorandum of cooperation with oil giant Aramco. In addition, the UAE plans to establish a hub for storing oil and petrochemicals in Vietnam to meet market needs in the region. Tishwash. Governmental move to establish an administrative capital in Baghdad. The Parliamentary Investment and Development Committee confirmed today, Friday, that there is a government move to announce the establishment of the administrative capital in Baghdad, noting that Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani will soon announce this capital, which includes all ministries and departments. The head of the committee, MP Hassan Qasim al-Kafaji, said, "There is a government trend in the coming short period to announce the administrative capital," noting that the administrative capital will be south of Baghdad towards Awa al-Rashid within a large area. He pointed out that this capital will include all ministries and departments according to financial allocations, stressing that Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani will announce this capital and lay the foundation stone for it, and it will be implemented and completed in the coming years. Al-Sudani discusses 7 files with Erdogan. Shafaq News reveals details of Istanbul meeting. In a closed meeting that lasted about 2 hours today, Friday, the Iraqi Prime Minister and Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan discussed many files in Istanbul, most notably developing relations between the two countries and the path of development. An Iraqi government official told Shafaq news agency that the Turkish president said during his meeting with the Sudanese, Turkey and Iraq are two neighboring countries linked by deep-rooted historical and cultural ties. He added, developing relations and evaluating cooperation opportunities, especially the Development Road Project, will provide many benefits to both countries. We will continue to take the necessary steps with determination to achieve this. The Iraqi official pointed out that Erdogan reiterated his great interest in the Development Road Project proposed by al-Sudani after he became prime minister. He pointed out that the Turkish president stressed the need to establish a mechanism to implement the Development Road Project, which will constitute a major economic axis in the region. And he also indicated the desire of a number of countries to benefit from it and connect the road with them. The Iraqi official noted that the two presidents discussed in detail the mechanisms and methods that would ensure the stability and security of the region. The two presidents also stressed the need for diplomatic action to stop the brutal Israeli aggression on Gaza and Lebanon and to prevent the conflict from expanding in the region. According to the Iraqi government official, Erdogan confirmed to al-Sudani his keenness and readiness to support the security and stability of Iraq. He added that the meeting of the two presidents also discussed the results of the technical teams currently working on implementing the agreements signed in Baghdad in April 2024, especially the framework of the Water Cooperation Agreement and their readiness to implement water infrastructure projects and agricultural land reclamation. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani arrived in Istanbul today, Friday, to meet with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, according to what the Iraqi government announced in a statement without going into further details about the previously unannounced visit. Meanwhile, a government source told Shafaq news agency that al-Sudani's visit to Turkey will last a few hours, during which he will meet with Erdogan to discuss several files, some of which are related to the situation in the region. This is al-Sudani's second visit to Turkey since assuming his position as Prime Minister of Iraq. He made his first visit last March, during which he met with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Tishwash. Al-Sudani returns to Baghdad after spending hours in Istanbul. Iraqi Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani returned to the capital, Baghdad, after spending hours in the Turkish city of Istanbul. during which he met with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, according to a statement from al-Sudani's office received by Shafaq news agency. In a closed meeting that lasted about 2 hours today, Friday, the Iraqi Prime Minister and Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan discussed many files in Istanbul, most notably developing relations between the two countries and the path of development. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani arrived in Istanbul on Friday to meet with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The Iraqi government announced in a statement without going into further details about the previously unannounced visit. Meanwhile, a government source told Shafaq news agency that al-Sudani's visit to Turkey will last a few hours, during which he will meet with Erdogan to discuss several files, some of which are related to the situation in the region. This is al-Sudani's second visit to Turkey since assuming his position as Prime Minister of Iraq. He made his first visit last March, during which he met with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.